every big machine that you're going to be seeing on the road, 90% are going to be young people who are going to be driving those machines. And it's fun. There's something funny here, right? I've seen so many people getting started in the forex market, and then after maybe some months, you see someone calling himself Kamau FX. Kasogo FX, that earning, does that really guarantee when you hand that FX makes you kind of a professional trader or a pro trader? Why are so many people doing that, by the way?
Well, that's funny though.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to the Forex Fusion podcast. This is not where we normally have a very deep insight towards the Forex trading. And today I'm joined with my friend and co-host, Blue Bull Forex. He will be talking about the Forex today. Welcome on board, my friend.
Thanks, Brav. Thanks.
Yeah, so this is where we normally have a conversation on different topics to help beginners, intermediate traders, and also professional forex traders. So I have a couple of questions, and these questions are very interesting in Blue Bull Forex today.
Okay, sir.
So I really want you to just introduce yourself just a little bit for the people maybe are new here, so that we can understand what you do and how long have you been trading.
All right. My name is Blue Bull Forex. All right, for this particular context, and I run Blue Bull Forex Hub, which is just a consultancy hub on regards to do with matters of forex trading.
Yes.
And I've been doing this for a very long time. This is, I think now I'll be starting my. I've more than 5 years experience in this market space. So yeah, that's basically me in regards to trading.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. So before we begin with maybe some questions out there, how has the forex been, my friend? Because I've seen so many people talking about forex and blown the account and talking some negative things. How has forex been on your side?
You see, some things are better left unsaid, but we have to say them today.
Okay.
Forex is not a walk in the park. It is a hard nut to crack. And I'm not saying this to discourage anybody who is out there, but I think it's a profession like any other profession. Arguably one of the most lucrative ventures that you can enter in the financial market space. And it also has limitless ability, or limitless freedom, where you can be able to achieve probably what you could achieve in product business or mainstream job for a very long time. So Forex can be able to enable you to do that within a very short period of time. So I think it's worth it, but it's not easy. So from my end, it has just not been smooth.
Yes.
I've had my lows, I've had my highs, but aggregate, I thank God for where I am currently.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting. It's fun. There's something funny here, right? I've seen so many people getting started in the forex market, and then after maybe some months, you see someone calling himself Kamau FX. Kasogo FX, that earning, does that really guarantee when you hand that FX makes you kind of a professional trader or a pro trader? Why are so many people doing that, by the way?
Well, that's funny though.
Yeah.
So many people want to be motivated.
Yes.
And Forex has a way of making you believe, once you get into it, that mostly it's 90% your only source of breakthrough. And it makes you feel attached to it. That is why so many of people are not even able to quit trading, because they feel this is what they are destined to do. So when they add FX, it gives them some level of confidence next to their name, and also shows commitment to them, to the person of them, that probably this is what I am now. I'm not doing Forex, I am Forex. If you are called Kimani and you add Kimani FX, this means you are part of Forex. So
you're
Forex
becoming
is you.
part of it. Yes.
So I don't take it any negatively. I personally prefer someone who has FX instead within their name, like Kimani FX. I would choose that over Dr. Forex, Dr. Kimani. So I would choose someone who has Kamau FX than Professor Kamau, because I know it has more potential even than mainstream, education system, and also more potential than product business, because in product business you don't have access to leverage, but on the other side of Forex, with good skill set, good risk management, you can actually scale up quite fast.
Oh, that sounds interesting. That means you can even get started today and just go yourself whatever FX.
You see, you're not limited to that. You're not limited to that.
Yes.
Because it also gives you that level of, this is what I want to do. So
with the passion.
Yeah, with the passion. And I told you, to succeed in Forex, you must either be so passionate or so desperate.
Yes.
There is no in between.
So let's proceed with this. We have mentioned Forex. And there are some people out there who are asking, from somewhere I'm not educated so well. Are you supposed, or to let me just put this in a very simple way? Must you be a neurosurgeon to or crack these things called Forex? Because so many people reaching out, I've not passed through campus. I'm not that educated. What kind of level of education do you need for you now to venture into this Forex?
Now, you see, Forex is about trading to make money. That's the end goal of every trader.
Okay.
Trade passionately, master the art, make something out of it. Otherwise, that is the only business that we are going there. Making money is a completely different curriculum from the one that is taught in the 844 mainstream.
Okay.
I'm not an illiterate, so I'm not speaking this from, najua sasa kuna mtu anaweza kuwa yeye alishindwa na masomo akatoka shule, so he does not like education. Me, I finished degree, I have done diploma, so I'm not illiterate, but then I don't like so many things, but among the things that I can say I don't admire is the 844 system.
Okay.
Right? Because education system makes you a worker instead of a thinker.
Okay.
So that is why people who go through the 844 system, once they finish university, instead of looking for money, they look for work.
Work, yes.
Yeah. And once the work is not there, they cannot even come up with an idea of even kuchukua watermelon, wakate waweke kwa ndoo, wazunguke jioni wakuwe na 300 yao. They can't. They want to wear suits and go knocking offices and all that until they get another mediocre job of 35,000 or 40,000 an hour. Now life is okay there. So there is a way people have been programmed to believe that for you to make money, you must be either have graduated from college, and you must be waking up very early in the morning to report to some useless corporate space and all that. So as far as I'm concerned, you must not be educated in regards to 844, because also we need to come also to a level where we are redefining what is education.
Okay.
Having a degree does not make you any more intelligent than even someone who has not even gone to school, because education is a system that someone can go through. Even a stupid, ignorant quack can go through 844 system and finish. That does not make them intelligent. It just makes them educated. All right. So we also need to define what is education. If I pursue farming and I learn farming from person who does farming, all right. So you cannot tell me I'm not educated. So also now when we are assessing now the capacity of people that have not gone through the 844 system to succeed in Forex market, chances are they are likely to succeed more than even those graduates, because Forex trading is about currencies. You need basics of reading and writing, okay, provided you are not completely illiterate. Anybody who can count from 0 to 9 and can read and write,
okay,
and can hear English, like now we are speaking, that person can trade. Whether they dropped that at standard 4 or they dropped out at the university, or they never dropped out at all. So as far as I'm concerned, the level of education to a large extent does not matter whether you are going to be a profitable trader or otherwise.
But we have seen things like, people are asking about, there are these economic things about when you're analyzing in terms of economy, how the economy is performing. And some people are really finding it to be so difficult when you are analyzing how the economy performance is doing. And they are saying, hey, these things just require someone who has like kind of a degree or kind of a literacy in this.
That is why I said why I said someone who can understand English,
yes,
and can count numbers.
Oh, that's
because when you're analyzing this data, you just did, for example, we had Federal Open Market Committee, that was FOMC. All right, you just want to know what are interest rates, for example, and then you come to the platform where you're analyzing. You just need to know, has it been increased or decreased? And you don't need to study rocket science to know the difference between 0.25 and negative 0.25. So if it's positive, of course,
yes,
that's positive. So if you understand now what positive news has to do with the dollar and everything else, basically that makes you qualified to trade. So analysis are actually very easy. Even that is the part that does not require, even it's even more complex when you go to technical stuff like Elliott wave strategies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Where we're talking about motive waves, corrective waves, all that rules. But now in terms of fundamentals, provided you can just study, and you don't need to listen to speeches for you to analyze it, because all that data will be printed in investing.com, Forex Factory. So you just need to master how to navigate this stuff.
Oh, they are simplified.
Yeah, they're just simplified there. You can see this was the previous, this is the forecast, now this is the actual. So actually that is very easy. So long as you know about numbers, 234 is bigger than 170. So if it comes above 170, that is greater. So it's positive. If it comes below, it's negative. So I don't see any need for rocket science.
Yeah. So in the other ones, you are saying that you need actually to adjust your mind for you now to fit in the forex to remove the system.
You need to remove the employment system,
yes,
the employee, because one thing I dislike about graduates, if they are not working, they cannot feed themselves. They believe if they are not being employed, they cannot even build a house, and now it's a mindset that disturbs most of them. Unapata jamaa yeye amesha graduate, sasa anakaa kwa mamake akigoja ile time ataenda interview apate kazi. So that one becomes very, very much painful. There is a way you can restructure yourself. There is so many things that you can engage to get money, because money is gotten through three ways. One, selling a product or a service. And you don't need rocket science to sell a product or a service. Number two, by completing specific tasks,
yes,
successfully. Like now, that is where the traders fall. Number three, money is gained probably through inheritance or some sort of talent of some sort, selling something that people value. So you don't need rocket science for you to make money, and forex trading is one of the ways of making money. So I say this is a platform which which is an equalizer to someone who even went through campus and someone else who stopped learning at Form 2. So they are both having a degree of, but of course there is that degree of literacy that is required. So we are not completely despising education. We are just saying the mindset that comes with the education system is the one that does not favor so many people, because we hear mtu anakuja na kuambia, bro, mimi nilishindiwa na shule Form 1. Can I trade? So it means that the fact that you are asking that you can trade, there is a mindset you have that probably you need some level of intelligence to be able to trade. You see, it pains me when people mistake intelligence for education. Those are two different things. You can be very educated, but be very ignorant. Quack.
Oh, yes, yeah. So, the other day, it's actually very surprising. I was driving from Nairobi to Thika, and I went with my friend, and I just told my friend, let's bet something. And then I just told him, you know what? Every big machine that you're going to be seeing on the road, 90% are going to be young people who are going to be driving those machines. And we placed the bet. And by, by the time we were coming from Nairobi to Thika, it actually came out that 90% were the young people were driving those big machines. So are you telling me that this Gen Z and these young people, let me just call them young people because there are some millennials who are like 30 years, 28 years, who have realized. Are you telling me that these people are realizing this kind of secret and this is the kind of the knowledge that is making them to have this breakthrough of business and money, and is making them from abandoning the old way of employment, and they're making something out of it?
I know a friend of mine who is a software engineer, works remotely for a US company and is a Form 4 leaver. The guy did not go to the university to study, those computer engineering, but the guy is making some good money. He stays in the house with a laptop. He developed a different mindset. He went to pursue something outside the mainstream, what people think about it.
Yes.
And so many people actually are understanding that, and that is why the trajectory is changing now. We have embraced, age and, some level of, you have to be some 40 for you to be able to drive some car, to be able to build a house. People are building houses at 25.
Yeah, nowadays it's very easy.
Yeah,
man.
because now the mindset has changed. Because now the initial thinking was you are supposed to go through campus, finish campus maybe at that 25, then tarmac for 3 years. All right. So at 28, get a job. So at 30, build some mediocre 2-bedroom house or 1-bedroom house. At 35, probably get your first car. So that was what the system was.
Yes.
And these are the system designed for workers, and it goes that way. So every time you're waking up to go to someone's job, who is coming to your job? Also, you see, people when you get employed, you are selling your time. And time is very precious.
Yes.
Because that time you are committing to go to someone's office, to go and work there, to be given some, mediocre salary. That time you could have focused on self-growth, learning a skill that you can sell to the world. Actually, you can sell now to find people to employ to help you, even in selling and marketing that particular skill. You see? So I think it's people are changing the mindset, and that is why there are so many youths currently are coming to Forex market. Actually, did I tell you that Kenya is the third Forex biggest market after South Africa and Nigeria? This is because so many people, especially in Kenya, East Africa, they have noticed that there is something they can do online to compound something. So instead of waking up very early in the morning to go to work where they will not be even comfortable, because so many people who are working, they don't like their jobs. They don't like. That is why on Mondays everybody is late. Everybody who likes going to work on Monday is either stealing from office or dating a colleague.
Yeah. You see, it's like these like those people who are still stuck in the haunted system. They are still not those who have not embraced the new model. You know when these people succeed, like the Gen Z and the young people are succeeding in this industry, the first thing they're believing in is that what we see Forex. They just put it like what were Forex. They don't really want to say is Forex or another online business that embracing.
It's being quoted and quoted.
Yeah, so there's something that you have seen that we are winding this question about the educational, and you don't really need to be a neurosurgeon or that to basically venture into this industry. And there's something I actually saw on X, Elon Musk posted. I think it is a job application. And do you know what he said? Isn't this job, you can actually, someone can just go and check that. You know what, there's a position he was advertising and he needed that guy. So what he's saying is that for you now to qualify for this one, we don't care, number one, whether you have worked with big companies before. We don't care whether you have all those materials or you have certificate or you have good resume, you have big CV. We don't want CV. All we just want is the work. Show us the work that you have done, and we're going to be giving you the job. So the education is actually no longer even needed in the industry.
No, not at all.
What people they can't just accumulate the required knowledge. For example, now we are in business, in the Forex. There's a lot of things someone can just do in the that sector, right? So that is my addition to that point. Now let's proceed on this, right? So you've been a forex for
I've been a forex now for 5.5 years. Literally, that's the time I've been trading. From my campus days.
That's nice. That's nice. And I know there are a lot of big challenges, especially when it comes to the forex. Maybe you can just mention that, because there's some people who are aspiring, and they think this is the land of milk and honey. You can tell them the dark side of it.
All right, there is some milk and honey.
Yes,
I have said some. It's not served every day though. But most of the time you will be served some rocks instead of milk and honey. But let me say that the big challenge that I had was one, environment. I was learning how to trade when I was in the university, and people were expecting me to graduate and get employed.
Yes.
And I worked, and where I was working, the environment was toxic and all that. So I don't love employment. So I quit to go and do some hustles to support my trading career, like selling, hawking some stuff and all that. Then the other challenge that I had is within the environment, people don't believe in what you are doing. Okay, because the system dictates that you are supposed to work for some other company, which you don't know even who owns the company and where does he work. So the people were not believing. So I had a lot of time trying to make it make sense to people, until I discovered it's a waste of time. Because if you share stuff about the jungle to the fish, they will not understand. There is nothing wrong with what they are believing. It's only that we had the different philosophies of life.
Yes,
which is fair enough. So for me, I chose to trade, and the people I was within, they are not believing that. So it was very discouraging. They keep on telling forex ni kama sijui kama umewaipata mtu amepatwa kwa accidents, kwa accident mahali kwa barabara, is brutally bruised. Na anasema haki mimi nakufa, alafu kuja mwambie kweli wewe unakufa, huyo mtu atakufa. So forex atakufa juu okay, ata relax sasa akufe. So the same thing, forex it is very emotionally draining, and you yourself, even you are doubting, then someone comes to confirm your doubt, like you are not making anything, you are struggling, you are blowing account, then now someone comes to tell you, you are not going to make it here. Nobody has ever made it here. So that is very discouraging. It makes you feel like now you are giving. So I even said at some point, the best I could have done is to keep quiet and not let anybody know what I'm doing, because I'm doing completely different stuff. So I can say that was one challenge. Number two, capital, because the trading requires some significant capital, and I had no substantial, funding models or methods. And so that I went through some of the things I could have achieved 2 years or 3 years ago. Actually, I'm achieving them now, because I was, remember my first 1 year, I traded demo account. I didn't have capital. The second year is for blowing, of course. The third year now is when it begins to make some little sense here and there. And now it is when you are shifting from bed sitter to somewhere to live at least. Unaacha kulala pamoja na nyanya na kitunguu na kila kitu. So that happens probably your third year, then now you're shifting. Fourth year now things are waking up, at least you can drive some mediocre car of some sort. Then fifth year at least now things have stabilized, because now you have mastered the craft. So I say capital, if you can access good capital at an early stage, and you can access good mentorship at an early stage, that becomes good for you. The other thing was lack of information, because I began trading when Kenya or East Africa generally, or even in Africa, forex was not so much, as it is currently. There was not so much e-learning resources, and not so many YouTube videos actually were addressing forex. We were using signals from South Africa when I began. Someone from South Africa was giving us signal, and he could just said 3 signals a week. On Monday, he tells us buy gold, no stop loss, no take profit. you just buy. You just buy, yeah. So most of the times is when I deposited and never withdrew. So
more deposit,
with less withdrawals. Because you deposit, you don't know what you are targeting. You don't even know why you are buying. But the guru who has a big car said we should buy. So who are you to argue with someone who is driving a Lambo? So that is basically how we were able to have a lot of challenges by then. Lack of resources and mentorships and all that. I have paid over 4 mentors to teach me. Actually, one of them, I paid him $500 and he taught me how to use MACD. Bro, wherever you are, I love you, but angalia barabara vizuri ukipita. So the guy just taught me how to use MACD for $500, bro. Like ikicross if you una buy, ikicross if you una sell. And that was very powerful then. Because sasa hata iko inajulikana, hiyo ilikuwa ujanja mpya. So that's it. What I can say, those were the challenges that I passed through.
Oh, that's interesting. So you have really mentioned something about the mentors. All right. And there are some people who want to get started in the Forex market. The first question they are asking, let me just read this question that I received from one of the persons, my followers on Facebook. It's a very nice question. I really take this question very serious. Yeah. By the way, you can ask me questions. You can ask Bloomberg Forex on YouTube. Yes, actually, a very nice YouTube. You can go and subscribe actually, and you can ask all the questions. I think you are going to be answering all those questions, right? So my friend here is asking the question number 1: is the Forex real? That is the question I received, and I take this in serious. Is Forex real?
Okay, the fact that we have said the Forex. In the question, it has confirmed it's real. You see, this is phone.
Yes.
You cannot ask, is phone real?
Yes.
So the fact that you have mentioned the phone, if it wasn't real, we could even have the word Forex in the first place. So another thing, we have so many brokers around who are regulated by finance regulatory authorities like the Capital Markets Authority. So why should a regulatory authority come to regulate something which is not real or a Ponzi scheme? All right. Why should all these brokers come to have offices in Kenya if they don't know that Forex is real? All right. So we have so many things to support that Forex is real, but we opt not to. We tell people just believe what you want to believe. But Forex can be fake. All right. Forex becomes fake anytime anybody who is talking about it wants to prove to you that it's real. So that is why I don't even want to prove.
Yeah, that's
why do you want to prove? Because we have a nonchalant, malignant force, thieves actually, lying to people that when you are trading, if you are not trading, you are not gonna make it in life.
Yes.
People want to do farming. Others want to be doctors. You must not be a Forex trader. At least you buy a quarter of Bitcoin, your children will suffer. No. The fact that people want to prove to you that it pays, to them it does not pay. So probably they want just to steal. You never hear me telling you how Forex is a good business or where you're going to make a lot of money from it, because I understand it's a craft that you have to learn. And the same way, umeona daktari anaonyesha pesa za udaktari. Ni ngumu sana. Ati mia sasa daktari amelipwa mshahara yake na amenunua gari. Sasa daktari yako hapo mbele ya gari anafanya hivi pesa ana flaunt. Ni ngumu sana. Because Forex, that's a profession. All right. So when you become professional in Forex, also you filter the noise, and there is no much of show-ups and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. The question that actually followed after the person just asked me that, is the Forex real? Answer with yes or no. Even give me a multiple choice question that yes or no. I have to give a binary answer. Yes or no. Then you just what has, if yes, what has this Forex done to you? That is the question that I really don't want us even to talk about that, because we don't really have to prove.
We can let's not. Forex. Okay, let me just clear the doubt. It's real, bro. And I can say it has given me life.
Yes.
When I do a retroactive introspection, 5 years ago where I was, and I have not sold sugar or anything else. I've not done farming. I've done Forex. I can say my life has changed courtesy of forex trading, and I give it all the credit. So I can say, yeah, it is real, and but be aware of scammers. Anywhere we mention finance,
yes,
there is a lot of manipulation where some people don't want to work genuinely; they want to take advantage.